Hey guys, Bishmii back again with another video. Bow, you know the vibes. And welcome to Shinylocke episode 7. Now just like in episode 6, if you missed the previous episodes, make sure you go back and watch them because it's great content. Now, going into episode 7, we just came off of getting the shiny whooper out of the Great Marsh, which was great. We were able to get the gym badge at Canalave City, and it was time to now go to Snow Point. At the end of the last episode, I decided that I was going to do a Grand Underground hunt. And now that this episode is out, you already know the results of that. Now, in the Grand Underground, in order to shiny hunt, you need to collect 40 Diglets, and then you get an increased chance of 1 out of 2048. So pretty much double the chance to get a shiny Pokemon. Now, you can encounter about 9 to 10 in each of the Grand Underground rooms, so it was up to me to just check every single one, and I was only able to do that twice. The boosted odds only last for 4 minutes, so I had to be as quick as I could to check every single Pokemon in the room. I was getting ready to stream where I wanted to get some practice runs in. I wanted to make sure I actually had this down packed, and this is what happened. Whoa! Shiny Lydian! Let's go! Hey! Grand Underground shiny hunting. Should have been on stream, but whatever. We outside. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wow. Let's go. Hey. Alright, hopefully we could catch it, though. Hopefully we could get this. Come on. Quick ball. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go! Let's go! Shinylocke episode going crazy. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, let's go. I'm gonna just name it literally, because Jay said Nettily. Let's go. After we were so lucky to catch the Lydian, it was time for us to go above ground, go in the box, grab it, and see what type of nature it is, see what type of EVs we're going to put on this thing. It turned out to be Sassy, which meant it was a plus special defense and minus speed nature. Now, this isn't the worst thing because I looked up Lydian stats and they honestly are not the best. But we were going to make it work. Got to EV train this guy so that he could try to live up to the standards we're going to put him to. Now I was smart this time. To speed up the EVing process, I decided to get some items to help me. I got a power band and a power weight. The power band increases how much specially defensive EVs you get on every Pokemon KO, which increases to 8, while the power weight does the same for HP. So while I was KOing the Pokemon EV training, I was getting 8 extra EVs, which helped immensely, maxing out the EVs for my Lydian. Now I'm going to warn you right now, after the 7th gym badge, there is so much story that happens that this video is probably around 20-30 minutes long. I don't even know. This is me starting to record it now, but if you're watching this, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe how you like the series going so far. I hope you guys watch it to the end and strap in. After finishing Lydian, it was time to go save Jaded at Lake Acuity. I had to go to Celestic Town and then go into Mount Coronet and head north. Finally traversing the foggy Mount Coronet, we made it to Route 216, which is going to lead us to Snow Point City and Lake Acuity. On Route 217, we made sure to grab TM Rock Climb so that we could be able to traverse the mountain after we get the 7th gym badge. We finally get to Lake Acuity and we got 2 guards guarding it, saying that we have to go talk to the gym leader first before then. So I guess we had to smoke Candace, then spin back on those boys. The Snow Point City Gym's puzzle posed a little bit of a challenge to me. I honestly tried to cheese it the first time like they did when the game first came out, but I think they patched it. Maybe I wasn't doing it right, but eventually I was able to get to Candace. Now, when you have a Pokemon like Infernape on your team, this gym is easy as heck. Like, even easier than the last one. It might even be easier than the first gym badge, to be honest. But because she has an ice type, all you do is click flamethrower, fighting move, and you just kill the Medicham also. She did have an Obama Snow in the tuck, That literally just suffered the same fate as the 3 before. And there we go. This actually marks down the quickest I was able to get 2 badges back to back. After receiving the badge, it was time to go to Lake Acuity to see what's been going on with Jaded. Apparently, Jupiter handled him pretty badly, and then she decides to leave, telling us not to follow her to the Veilstone HQ. Jaded feels really bad, and he decides to get stronger. We head to Veilstone City to go into their headquarters. Now, this was the most annoying part of this game, I promise you. What I had to do was, I had to go in front of the headquarters to pick up a key so that I can go into the warehouse so that I could get an access key to then go back to the headquarters. Now, it was a bunch of running back and forth, and I was flooded with trainers I could not pass. Eventually, I got to the top floor where I was greeted by Galactic Boss Cyrus. Now, you know me and Cyrus had to get in a little tussle. I was tired of him getting in my face. He was talking some nonsense, but we put him down. After beating Cyrus, he was so generous as to hand us a Master Ball for free, and he allowed us to go into the basement to confront Saturn, who for some reason allowed us to just talk to him and then beat him in a Pokemon battle, and then we were able to press the button to release the Pokemon that they took from the 3 lakes. He gives us a big tip to head to the top of Mount Coronet, so that's where we are going next. Between traversing Mount Coronet and running into these grunts that I could not get around, it took me a while just to get to the top. But then guess what? Even at the top, there was one more mandatory double battle that I had to get into before continuing with the story. After we get those 2 out of the way, we run into the 3 Stooges, and where Cyrus decides to spawn Palkia from a space-time rift. How he managed to get this to happen, I really couldn't even tell you, but it seems like he doesn't have the power to control Palkia like he thought he did. We try to go stop him, and yet I am confronted by Mars and Jupiter, who just doesn't understand that they won't beat me. Especially when Jaded pulls up, I enter another double battle, and we beat them quickly. Jaded heals up my Pokemon, and then the 3 Lake Spirits decide to free Palkia from whatever red ring Cyrus was trying to use to control it. After that happens, Cyrus gets upset with me and decides to put me in one of the worst battles I've been in this whole playthrough. I honestly think I went into this battle a little too cocky. He sent out Honchkrow, which was piece of work for Infernape, but the real problem was his Gyarados. I go into Quagsire so that Infernape doesn't get smoked by a waterfall, but his Gyarados decides to freeze me with an Ice Fang. I decide it's okay, I'll just go for Toxic. Finally, when I get thawed out, I miss the Toxic, and I'm like, okay, I'm in a pickle now. I decide to go Shirello on Earthquake, but then he decides to Ice Fang me, and Ice Fang does more than half. I go Infernape and I click Flamethrower, but Flamethrower doesn't seem to do enough to kill it the next turn, and his Waterfall almost OHKO'd me. I go Quagsire and he decides to read the switch for whatever reason. It goes for Earthquake. I almost died. Then I decide to triple. I go Golem on Ice Fang and then Tortilla M on the Waterfall, just so that I could kill this thing. But it wasn't over yet. He goes Crobat and I say, okay, I can kill this. He decides to set up a Tailwind. Not only does he do that, but instead of letting his Crobat dies, he switches out into Weavile. After the Weavile comes in, I'm like, I got the perfect counter. I go Golem. Golem eats the hit from Weavile, and then Weavile decides to go for Dig. I need to make one more play. I go Shirello to dodge the Dig, back into Golem, and then I just click Earthquake and Smackdown to take him out. Like I said, this was the toughest battle I'd done since Fantasia in the 5th gym. After defeating Cyrus, that was it. It was time to start the next hunt. Just because I have a full team of 6 doesn't mean I wasn't going to shiny hunt Palkia. We came this far, we gotta see it through. So that's gonna be the end of episode 7 of the Shinylocke. Thank you for watching. Like I said before, if you haven't already, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and comment what you guys think is going on in the series. Like I said, I will be continuing to shiny hunt on stream, so look forward to seeing that, me shiny hunting Palkia. Definitely had to save right before because it's going to be a soft reset hunt. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.